Hello, everyone. I'm truly honored to have you here today. Over the next hour, I want to speak to you, not just as someone who has studied the concept of heartbreak and healing, but as a fellow human being who has walked through those silent, aching valleys of love lost. The quote we're centering today is powerful. Sometimes the hardest part isn't letting go, it's learning to live with the pieces of what once was. Let that sink in. It's easy to say, just move on. It's much harder to pick up the shattered fragments of a life once shared and figure out how to keep living. So today, we're going to explore this topic deeply, from the emotional and psychological effects of a broken relationship to the spiritual lessons we can take from loss, to the practical ways we begin to live again. Let's begin with what love really means. Love is more than a feeling. Love is identity, time, shared dreams, physical closeness, mental safety, and emotional support. We don't just lose a person when a relationship ends. We lose future plans, inside jokes, routines, and sometimes even our sense of self. That's why breakups, especially those that run deep, can feel like death. They are, in a way, the death of a version of life you expected. Letting go, as painful as it is an act. It can take days, months, or years. But living with the pieces, that's a journey, because the pieces remain. They're not just in your memory, they're in your habits, your music playlist, your favorite meals, and your empty passenger seat. Living with them means you don't pretend it didn't happen. You acknowledge it and slowly build around it. You may wake up in the middle of the night wishing things could go back to the way they were. You may replay the good moments and question whether you made the right choice. That's normal. That's grief. Grief is love's echo. We all grieve differently, but one thing is universal. Grief does not mean weakness. It means you dared to love. You opened your heart, and that's beautiful, even in its pain. One of the greatest myths about love and heartbreak is the idea of closure, that we'll reach a moment when everything makes sense and the pain simply disappears. But real life doesn't work that way. Some people walk out of our lives with no explanation. Some give all the reasons, but it still doesn't stop the hurt. The truth is, closure isn't something someone gives us. It's something we create for ourselves. So how do we live with the pieces? Step 1. Acknowledge the pain without judgment. Allow yourself to cry. Journal your thoughts. Talk to someone you trust. Denial only prolongs suffering. Step 2. Reconnect with yourself. Often in relationships, we mold so much of our lives around the other person that we forget our own individual identity. Now is the time to rediscover what lights you up. Travel somewhere new, pick up an old hobby, explore your city, dance alone in your room, learn what makes you feel alive again. Step 3. Reflect, but don't dwell. There's value in looking back, especially if you're honest about what worked and what didn't, but be careful of getting stuck in what-ifs. You're not going that way. Your future needs your full attention. Step 4. Set new goals. They don't have to be big. Start small. Read one new book. Exercise twice a week. Learn something new online. Each small achievement helps you rebuild confidence and momentum. Step 5. Forgive. This doesn't mean condoning hurtful behavior, but holding on to anger binds you to the past. Forgiveness is the release valve. Forgive them. Forgive yourself. Forgive the moments you felt weak. Let it go. Step 6. Surround yourself with light. Whether it's close friends, family, inspiring books, music, or nature, seek out things that make you feel whole. You don't need to be alone to heal. Connection is medicine. Step 7. Embrace uncertainty. Life after love will look different. That doesn't mean it will be worse.
It could be better in ways you can't imagine yet. Allow the unknown to excite you, not scare you. Step 8. Give your pain a purpose. Share your story. Write about it. Talk about it. Use what you've learned to help others. When you transform your suffering into service, you create meaning, and meaning helps heal. Now, let's talk about time. They say time heals all wounds. I say time teaches us how to carry our wounds with grace. You may never stop missing them, but that ache, it gets quieter. And one day you'll realize you made it through another day, another month, another year, and you'll be stronger than you ever imagined. Let's not forget the importance of spiritual and emotional growth. Breakups often break open something deeper inside us. Questions about who we are, what we believe, and why we love the way we do. That's not a crisis. That's a beginning. Some of the strongest people I've ever met are the ones who have been through deep heartbreak and rebuilt their lives piece by piece. They learned to love more mindfully, to appreciate solitude, to value true connection, and to set stronger boundaries. You see, the pain doesn't disappear. It evolves. It teaches. It builds. The version of you that emerges after heartbreak is more real, more grounded, and more capable of loving fully, with eyes open. So as we close out this hour, I want to leave you with this. You are not broken. You are rebuilding. You are not alone. You are becoming. You are not behind. You are exactly where your healing needs you to be. And if today all you did was breathe and listen, then that too is progress. Thank you for spending this time with me. If this message touched you, I invite you to reflect, to share it with someone who might need it, and most importantly, to believe in your own resilience. Because sometimes the hardest part isn't letting go. It's learning to live with the pieces, and when you do, you'll discover they were never broken pieces of you. They were stepping stones to your wholeness. Take care of your heart, take your time, and keep going. With love, thank you, and see you again soon.